Are you looking for an athletic scholarship? You're in the right place. This is the Recruit Me Athletic Scholarship Podcast, the longest-running podcast on recruiting and athletic scholarships. We're here to help your family navigate the recruiting road all the way to an athletic scholarship. He's a recruiting expert and a dad of 2 college athletes. He has a wealth of experience to share. Here's Recruit Me CEO, Brent Hanks.
Welcome to episode 351 of the Athletic Scholarship Podcast. This episode will cover the second part of the dynamic duo to help you make a great first impression on a college coach. This dynamic duo isn't like the Batman and Robin pair, where Batman overshadows Robin and Robin is a sidekick. The dynamic duo of recruiting is a great introductory email and an impressive player profile. Last week's episode, 350, mainly talked about the introductory email. Recruit Me promotes a student athlete to send both the introductory email and his or her player profile together. The introductory email provides a personalized, brief handshake to a college coach, and the one-page player profile is your resume to get that college coach to contact you back. The Athletic Scholarship Podcast is part of the Recruit Me Education Company, and Recruit Me strives to provide as many free and inexpensive resources as they can to help save you, the student athlete, and your family money, time, and anxiety. Other resources you get at the recruit-me.com website are the free Recruiting Power Pack that you can get on the homepage of the recruit-me.com website. The Power Pack contains the player profile template that I will talk about today. Another free resource is the Recruit Me monthly newsletter. Again, sign up on recruit-me.com. You can also click on the links on the website to get the Athletic Scholarship Playbook and the Athletic Scholarship 24-month Planner and Journal. Both of these books are inexpensive recruiting education resources. The Playbook is good to get any time, and the Planner and Journal is best during your later sophomore and early junior years of high school. Both the Athletic Scholarship Playbook and the Recruit Me 3.0 Athletic Scholarship System, which is $39, will walk you through the dynamic duo's components, the components of the introductory email and today's subject, the player profile. These two team up to give you a 1-2 punch to get a college coach's attention. These two components take a lot of work and planning, and that's why I believe you should start to work and research during your freshman and sophomore years of high school. Because as you fill out your college parameters worksheet, that worksheet is available in the Recruit Me 3.0 system, and you build your college school list of 30 to 50 college programs, and you do research on each one of them, and then you'll start writing your introductory email and filling out your player profile template. Your player profile template will show you when you need to start sending your 2 items to coaches. Let's see what information your player profile will include and why it is a key component to your recruitment. Part 1 of your introductory packet is the introductory email, and in it you will briefly hit on a few of your skills and accomplishments. The player profile lets you show your sports metrics, your abilities, and athletic and academic accomplishments. I have found many high schoolers who do not feel comfortable sharing their own accomplishments, and many parents like to share too much. So the player profile pushes the student athlete to share and corrals the parents. Here are the elements to your 1-page player profile. The profile is broken into 10 sections. You will build your profile on a Word-like document program and then save it into a PDF form. The first section is your name. That's easy. The second section is a short headline that gets the coach's attention. An example might be 87-mile-an-hour fastball and 3.6 GPA. You want Section 2 to cause the coach to want to read on. Parker, my older son, had a 33 ACT and Conference Pitcher of the Year as his headline. Sutton, my younger son, had a 6.5 60-yard dash and a 3.6 GPA. Also put the year that you will be graduating high school and put your high school's name and city and state. Section 3 is your sport and your position or positions. Section 4 is about you and your family. Basic information like your address, your phone number, email address, and a website if you have information parked there. You also put your year of birth, year of graduation, and the number of people in your family. Also, the number of family members in college when you enter college. And you put your GPA. Under GPA, you can put your regular GPA and a weighted GPA if you have one. You also put your ACT score, both your regular score and your highest super score, and also your SAT scores. Your ACT, SAT scores are usually an either or depending on where you're from. RecruitMe suggests that you make a special recruiting email address. Don't use your email with your high school in it, because sometimes you won't get emails because of how schools block and screen emails. Also, when you use an email for Eligibility Center registration, you don't need to use your high school email. One more thing is make it shareable to your parents. An example of an email would be suttonhanks2023@gmail.com. Section 5 is information about your school and your coaches. You will include your high school name, your high school head coach's name, and the high school's main office phone number. The club and organization coaches' names, if you have one, and then phone numbers for your high school coach and your club or organizational coaches. You need to ask each coach for permission to give out their phone numbers and to verify that you have the correct contact information. Your coaches' emails are good to have too. Tell your coaches that you are building a player profile and let them know when you are going to start sending your introductory packets out. Be ready for them to give you a positive or maybe sometimes a negative reaction. Go back and listen to past episodes 346 and 347 on this subject. The next section, Section 6, is your physical information. This is where you put your truthful height and weight, speed metrics, strength metrics, and dominant hand or foot or other sport-related metrics. Remember to adjust this section as your physical attributes change. As a matter of fact, hopefully the whole profile will change many times as you change. Section 7 is a narrative summary. You need to give your general strengths as well as your team and league information. You can also give a little look into other sports that you may play. This section might look like this. I have started many varsity games my sophomore year, and I am starting left field during my junior year. I get to face very tough pitching every game, and I hit for both power and average. Our high school conference is one of the best in the state, and I play a very competitive summer schedule. I hit 3 home runs in my sophomore year, and I have 6 home runs through 20 games here in my junior year. I'm batting .340 also. I also played defensive back for the football team. By the way, a narrative summary is something written in your own words. Section 8 of the player profile is a narrative of specific stats and achievements. This is where you get to brag on yourself and tell the college coach about everything that you do well. You can back up your narrative with stats and numbers from both your athletic feats and your academic accomplishments. Give the college coach your best stats, your awards, like All-Conference, Academic All-State, or Most Improved Player. Give both high school and upper-level competitive club stats. Section 9 of your player profile is your potential. Tell the college coach what you expect to achieve in the coming year. A quote from high school coaches and club coaches is good to put here too. Even information from opposing coaches would be helpful. It is much easier for your coach to applaud you and project your future success than it is for you to do it. It is a stronger comment when your coach or coaches will validate your hard work and your potential. Here is an example. Ozark High School head coach Aaron Williams says, "Tommy is reliable and has been my pitching choice when we need a win. He gets to strike out when we need it, and his control is a huge asset." Also mention what you would like to study in college. Your research on each college should let you know whether that school has your major of interest. One last narrative you can mention is whether your siblings and/or your parents played college or professional sports. Pedigree is good in recruiting. Section 10 is a photo of you, the student athlete. A nice picture of you out of uniform is suggested. Maybe a school picture or something with a business casual look. Be sure to fix your hair, look professional, and if you're a guy, shave. If you're a sophomore or a junior, looking younger is good because it gives the impression you have room to grow and mature. You can build your one-page player profile off the template that is included in the free Recruiting Power Pack that you can sign up for on the homepage of the recruit-me.com website, or you can design your own format. Just make sure it is one page when you convert it to a PDF form. As you develop your player profile, you may find that you either don't have all or enough of the information to make a good first impression on a college coach. That is why the player profile is a great tool for your recruitment. It helps you answer the what to send and the when to send information to college coaches' questions. By not having vital information to send shows you why college coaches haven't contacted you, or whether you should or shouldn't be going to college prospect camps. By recording or filling out the 10 sections, you will get a picture of what you need to do to impress a coach and what you need to work on to get his or her attention. If you can't give competitive and quality information both academically and athletically, then you might want to hold off on spending money and time on college prospect camps. It also helps you so that you don't get anxious about whether college coaches are watching you at your high school or club tournaments. The college recruiting calendars may not allow a college coach access to you, but you may also not be ready. Click on the link in the show notes to access the NCAA recruiting calendars, or go to ncaa.org, naia.org, or njca.org to find recruiting contact rules. If you are able to fill out the player profile sections effectively, then you are ready to send the player profile and your introductory email. You should send your introductory packet with these two to your researched college list. Remember, your pre-work, or step 1 of the 7 steps to an athletic scholarship, is to select the right schools to contact. You do this by filling out your college parameters worksheet and by listing colleges that fit your parameters on your college school list worksheet. The College School List worksheet breaks down into sections for NCAA Division I, Division II, and Division III schools, and NAIA schools and junior colleges have sections too. You can get your worksheets in the Recruit Me 3.0 system, along with a step-by-step recruiting manual and workbook. The Recruit Me 3.0 system is only $39 on the recruit-me.com website. If you promise to check out the Recruit Me 3.0 system on the recruit-me.com website, then I will offer you an opportunity to get the worksheets for free. Email me at brent@recruit-me.com and ask for the College Parameters Worksheet and the College School List Worksheets. I will email them to you so you can get started. Here are some past episodes of the Athletic Scholarship Podcast that will give you more information about the player profile. Go to your favorite podcast app and subscribe or like to the Athletic Scholarship Podcast, or go to recruit-me.com to get all the past episodes. Listen to episodes 201, 222, 301, 315, and 316. Episode 201 is Recruiting Basics Part 5, Foundations of Athletic Scholarship Success, hosted by Recruit Me's founder, John Fugler. Episode 222 is the first steps to an athletic scholarship, the Power Pack. Episode 301 is Recruiting Key Points and Discussion Points from the 7 Steps to an Athletic Scholarship. Episodes 315 and 316 are the 3 Recruiting Amigos and examples of the Recruiting Amigos. Please don't listen to this episode and then just jump into the player profile and try to just put it together and send it by itself. Just like your success in your sport, it takes a lot of work and time to be successful. Build your foundation by following the 7 steps to an athletic scholarship. The first step is, again, select the right schools to contact, and the Recruit Me 3.0 manual shows you that there is a lot of work in this step. Again, establishing your own parameters, doing research on the levels of play, research on schools and rosters and coaches, and going to actual college games or watching them on TV or online are just a few of the first steps. Step 2 is writing a great introductory email, and Step 3 is creating your player profile. The next step, Step 4, is creating your own recruiting questionnaire to continue making a great first impression. Steps 1 through 4 will be ever-changing as your needs and wants change throughout your high school career. Be sure to revisit each step as you move along on your recruiting road. Your parameters will change from your sophomore year to your junior and senior years. Your school list will change from 30 to 50 schools to just 15 or so as you narrow your options and choices. Your introductory emails and your player profile will change as you develop as a player and an athlete and as you add achievements in high school and club sports. So, keep up with the changes. This process is not a one-and-done effort. Thank you for listening to the Athletic Scholarship Podcast. Please subscribe or like the Athletic Scholarship Podcast on your favorite podcast app, and share the Athletic Scholarship Podcast with your parents, your guardians, coaches, or your student athlete or other student athletes and their families. Also, check out the recruit-me.com website for all your free and inexpensive recruiting education resources that are on this site. Recruit Me is not a recruiting service. Recruit Me's goal is to provide you free and inexpensive resources that you can get an athletic scholarship, academic scholarships, and a spot on a college team that fits you. Join me next Tuesday for another recruiting education episode that will change your athletic scholarship future.